Even though we might be scared of what's on the other side, do we go where the fear is?
I just think that people like to feel comfortable. Like, you can be the one. Do you understand that? You're the only person that matters who's telling you that you can't. It means you're scared. The last time that I felt scared, like I was actually face to face with fear, is when I was doing my valedictorian speech. What's funny is that the speech was actually about fear. It was about going where the fear is. I remember walking towards the podium, about to give my speech in front of thousands of people. I could feel the pounding in my chest. I could hear the blood pumping in my ears. Sweat dripping down the center of my back. Every step. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. I knew that I was about to do something great. I was ready.
Well, the answer is yes, thank you. Yes, we go where the fear is.
I put in the hours. And when you put in the hours, fear isn't paralyzing. Fear is fuel. Because fear is required for greatness. And now, I don't just feel fear, I seek it out. Because real bravery is feeling fear and then doing that thing anyways. You have these incredible things inside of you that you can't see. Skills, talents, a sense of courage that you don't even know about. They're in there. Trust me. But in order to allow them to surface, you need to be able to invite pressure into your life. You need to welcome fear and familiarize yourself with that feeling of being scared. Only then will you be able to change your outcome. You will be able to stand up in the current that's carrying you downstream and begin to lead your own life. When you go where the fear is, you develop this boldness in you that you've never experienced before. This inner confidence that will switch on when you're feeling nervous, worried, or scared. A courage that will convince you that you are good enough, that you have prepared, and that you are capable of getting the job done. So don't allow fear to overwhelm you. Let it inspire you. Fear doesn't need to be a negative pressure. It can be a positive pressure that allows you to stretch out and grow. It can take you to new places that you've never considered going. Let fear take you to new personal bests and help you develop qualities that you didn't even know you had inside of you. Fear has the ability to shine light on the things that you didn't know you were capable of. So go towards it. Your foundation is strong. Your beams are in place. The steel is thick, and you're able to take on those pressures. You're able to take on that pain. You're able to fight, because what are you fighting for? You're fighting for those things that you're thinking about every single day. Where are you standing? Who's around you? Is it worth it? You'll never face a scenario that you weren't designed to face. It's simple. The world will never give you a door of opportunity that you weren't meant to knock on. Even if whatever happens behind that door doesn't end up the way that you wanted, there is a reason. There was a reason why you knocked. There's a reason why that you keep coming face to face with the same fears, these same doors. A reason why the world keeps putting them in front of you. Why they keep being placed on your front doorstep. There's a reason why when you get in your car, you think about them in the morning. You think about them when you're on your way to work. You think about them when you're at home lying in bed. There's a reason. But your successes are not the only part of your plan. Failures are part of that plan as well. You have a plan. There is a plan for you. There is a reason why you're here. There is more. We love to imagine the best versions of ourselves. We love to imagine what it looks like if we could produce at our highest level. We reminisce on memories and moments that we were our strongest, when we looked our healthiest, and when we were our happiest. We love that. But when did it become acceptable to quit? When did it become acceptable to give up on that vision, on that dream, to be the person that you aspire to be? Because you deserve to be heard. You deserve to be seen. And you deserve to be valued. So go where the fear is.
At the end of the day, what this world needs is people who are different. Anything is possible.
Tucked within the message of this old letter written in 1965, a short string of words, this little piece of advice casually offered within the surrounding statements. These few and powerful words that I think we need to hear today. It was American artist Sol LeWitt who wrote this letter to his good friend, Eva Hesse, who was struggling with self-doubt. Within the letter, he was pushing her to just stop thinking, worrying, looking over your shoulder, wondering, doubting, fearing, hurting, hoping for some easy way out. He said, stop it, and just do. Then he writes this little line I hope we can all hear the way we need to. If you fear, make it work for you. We need to hear it, don't we? How else do we overcome what Ralph Waldo Emerson said defeats more people than any other one thing in the world? Fear. Because it's real. And there's no getting around the fact that it will show up. It should show up. Sometimes we fear for good reason. And sometimes we fear for absolutely no good reason at all. So this is about using fear to open your life, not close it in.
Are we going to sit there and wait until somebody leaves one of these doors of opportunity for us to fly through? Or are we going to start knocking on these doors, even though we might be scared of what's on the other side? Do we go where the fear is?
We misunderstand this emotion, fear. There are easy statements: fear nothing, be fearless, rise above it. But sometimes there is no rising. In fact, that's not why fear exists, to just get over it. Instead, it gives you a single choice: move further away or move closer. We hear that voice in our head, the story in our head. You can't speak in front of all those people. They're all staring at you. You can't keep up with them. They're smarter than you. They're faster. They're stronger. You're not qualified enough to apply for that job. Someone else is going to get it anyways. You're not a leader. You never were.
Yes, we go where the fear is. And I'll tell you why. Because all of us have dreams. And those dreams are real and they can come true.
Fear is real. It's just that the story we're telling ourselves isn't. Our minds race. They fill in the blanks. We run from a made-up worst-case scenario that may not be that bad after all. So instead of all that, as the old letter says, stop it and just do. You see, if you fear, make it work for you.
We don't need the lie. We don't need the bravado or the charade. People have fear. And sometimes we accept it, and sometimes we move through it. Adele has a fear of large audiences. Richard Branson has a fear of public speaking. Jennifer Aniston has a fear of flying. It hasn't stopped them. Could you imagine if it had?
So what if this next chapter of your life, of your work, of your relationships was focused around these few words, written in 1965? If you fear, make it work for you. Because there's no getting around it. So feel it. Accept it. Question it. And then stop and just do.